Hi guys, welcome back to Vintology by Lola. Hopefully everyone's doing really well. It's been a while. Lots of things on my plate, but mostly I just had my knee replaced. It was a month yesterday and kind of feeling like I am back to the real world. So all I wanted to do was just take a moment to show you some of the things that I've been making while I've been recovering. I can only sit for a short while without my foot swelling up. So I've been doing lots of crocheting. And if you've watched me, you know that every year I come up with pumpkin theme. So this year, these are only 5 of the 20 I've done, but I thought it might be fun for you guys to see them. So I just crochet them. It's a very easy crochet project. And then somebody had gifted me corks. So I had a bag of corks. So I decided I've never used corks for my stem, and I thought I'd use green trim for, I pretend it was a leaf. I used some pearls, and then for each one of these, I thought to do something a little bit different, and that was to put a doily underneath. And I really like the way these look. They're kind of shabby chic, but like I said, for the last 20 years I've made them. I try to change it up and do something different. They're always knit or crocheted, but they're either a different color or a different stem. So this was a little bit more out of, well, I shouldn't say out of my wheelhouse, but I usually go with neutrals or greens and true orange, but this was the year of the pink. So that's the first thing I wanted to show you. Okay. The second thing I wanted to show you was I was totally inspired by Southern Charm, and she was doing a swap, and I believe they all had to be in the KS Craft suitcases. And I thought, you know what? I've got to make one. They are just so stinking cute. So I did it with my little boo from Photo Play, and this was my take on it. So here's this. Oops. I lost a little knobby on the bottom for my feet. Oops. Okay, I'll fix it later. So I did gems on the bottom so that they had little feet. And obviously I used some of the embellishments. These are some of, I made some flowers, and I bought some from Cuddle Me Clay years ago. I don't know if these were mine or if they were hers. And then I did a charm up on the top with a spider web and a little ghost and a pink charm. And then I did a piece of Velcro. And so then you just open it up like that. So it's ready to go. And I'm actually giving it to my 6-year-old granddaughter because her favorite holiday is Halloween. And to be completely honest, I'm shocked, but she is now a pink girl. She's always loved blue. But this year when we went clothes shopping, she wanted everything pink. So I thought she would absolutely love that. Next, I watched a video, and I cannot, and of course, you know me, never prepared for the names of the videos, right, you guys? If there's one thing you can count on, that's that I'm never going to know where I got my pattern from. But I did not come up with this pattern. She uses them as table place markers or little gifts at placement at when you're having a holiday or you're entertaining. Well, I decided to do it with some of my Magic Spell by Prima, as well as the Hello Boo or My Boo, whatever. And so I made these little boxes, and she just came up with such a simple way to make them. So there's the first one. This is my absolute favorite one. Good Witch, right? This one turned out really cute. Hey Boo. Here's another one, the Wicked Witch. And these two pretty much are the same, right? So what I did then is the little box slides out, right? And I just put in 6 Hershey Nuggets. And I just thought they turned out so cute, you guys. Well, I always give something to my teachers when I go back, and I'm not going back until October. So I will be ready for little treats for them. Then I had gone to Scrap Fest in Schaumburg with Tiffany and Amy and Patty. Hi, guys. And we had so much fun. Well, one of the things that I had found was this little Heidi Swap, just pleather book, and it was $1. And I thought, oh, you know what? I'll buy a couple. So I bought a couple. And I knew I wanted to turn it into a pink Halloween book. And I had bought 2 packages of the Hello Boo because I love that line. And when it's gone, I'll be very sad. And so I decided I was just going to make a little something. Well, it took me a week because, like I said, I couldn't sit for a long period of time. So I just did a little bit at a time. Like I did the cover, then I did the inside, then I did the charm. So I'll walk you through it because I have to tell you guys, this one turned out really, really cute. Okay, so here's the front. I just did the stickers. These are rub-ons. I took a little piece of tulle with some polka dots on it. I did a rosette, and I did some glitter around it. I did some threads. You can see some threads. This is my charm, and my charm is just cute stuff that went with it, witches, hats, pink, lace. I did a little tassel with a, oh, what are those called? You know what that piece is called, and I can't think of it. You're all yelling at the screen saying what it is. And then I just put a little head, put a little skull and a spooky house and another white ghost. I used all my pink ghosts, so I only had white, but actually it worked really well. And then on the back, this is also rub-ons, which is so nice because it's so flat and smooth. I love it. And Photoplay has great rub-ons. I really like them, so I did that. Okay, so let's get into the book. And it's very, very simple, you guys. I mean, I did very little to it. So I just cut the paper so that it was the size I wanted for the book. I punched the holes. I happen to have the We Are Memory Keepers hole reinforcer, so I used the paper from this line to do the hole reinforcements. So here, this is just a little cute tag, and then I turned into just, it's not a pocket, it's nothing, it's just a decoration. So here's Forever My Boo. Spooky season. I'll get you my pretty, my favorite movie. Okay. And feeling a little witchy. And then I did this pocket. Spook up if you, spook it up, but make it cute. Okay. Did that. Okay. Here's this. And then this flips out. And then this didn't really, I wanted to put something on this page. It doesn't really show up. It says the season of witches, must be. But I needed something because I was trying to do every page. This, I had a little bit of this left from last Christmas and thought this looked really cute on there. Did a piece of acetate with a cute Hobby Lobby sticker. And I did it so it was on both sides. So when you look this way, you couldn't see the white. And you look this way, you couldn't see the white. So I like this. And there's the spooky babe. And then I did a little banner with more of the ephemera. Then this is actually a frame, but obviously it's a frame, but I decided not to keep it open. I thought it would just be cute for someone to just slap a picture in there just the way it was. So I did that. And a little house. Here's another piece of acetate, and I put, that's a rub-on. And it doesn't look so bad on this side, so I didn't feel like I had to because it's iridescent. Then I did a little pocket, and with the pocket, I just used some of the little tags, put those in there. This was more of the ephemera with a little paper clip. Turned out really cute. And there you go, there's that. And then I did one of the shaker bits that everyone's making candy with, or making a shaker candy bag, whatever. And I thought it was really cute. I had this one because I had made, oh, let's see. I made this one for Christmas that I thought turned out really, really cute. And I made this other one for Halloween. I have to retape that, right? But I had some other cute ones. I made 30 of them for my granddaughter's birthday party so they could give everybody one as a little takeaway. And so I thought, oh, this would be so cute in a book. Just one little thing, right? So I really like that. The spooky vibes. And then this, I was gifted this from one of my challenges, my Halloween challenge, gosh, years ago. And I never used it. And I thought, this is the book. And so then I just added a tassel on the back because it's just a bulldog clip, right? And then I just put some extra of the ephemera in there, right? Okay. Very happy with how that turned out. Okay. There's my little ghost. Ghouls just want to have fun. And then this one, I decided to do a little bit different. We usually see the trim at the bottom. I don't usually see trim at the top. I see it here and here. And I thought, I'm going to do it a little bit differently. So that's what I did. I just did it a little differently, and I like the way it turned out. Okay, and then there's this. Flip it up. Spooky vibes, right? And then underneath that one, I only had, literally, this was like the last piece of this little beaded trim I had, and it just happened to go perfect, so I stuck it in. And then here's another one of the little flip outs, right? And then here I did the same thing. I just wanted it to be a decoration, so I used some of the rub-ons. I used one of the cards. I used some more of this box pleated polka dot trim, and I used what I had left of that because that's gone now too. So that is what I did. So that is kind of what I have been up to, people. Not much else to report, I guess. Hopefully everyone's doing well. I've been watching a ton of videos, and the creativity out there, you guys, is just amazing. And I cannot get over some of these people when they do a swap, the things that they come up with. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Oh, and by the way, take a look, because I am a gypsy, and when I had surgery, I had to take all my jewelry off. And, you know, I wear like 12 bracelets, and I wear, I don't know, 6 or 7 rings. And I usually have my nails done. And that is like my pride and joy, right? Well, I haven't been able to go get my nails done. And I haven't put my jewelry on because yesterday I just graduated from physical therapy. So now sometime this week I will put my jewelry back on, and I can feel like Lola again, because I do not feel like Lola. So anyway, thanks for stopping by. I always appreciate it. If you're new, thanks for coming by to take a peek. If you're old, thanks for sticking with me. Hope you guys have a fabulous day. What is there not to complain about except that it's beautiful autumn, right? My favorite season. Lots of pumpkin spice, right? So go have a coffee, go have a muffin, go have a good day, okay, people? Thanks so much. Peace out.